did it! Today I will be sharing with you a code that will function as a timer. It will give you notice of an impending invasion in intervals and then trigger the enemy to come when the time is up. We're going to build a mission so I could show you how this invasion timer works. So we're going to place a player. We're going to choose a rifleman unarmed. I'm going to place him right about here, face him this direction. Then we're going to right click him and edit his loadout. We're going to go to load and choose a loadout that I have set for him. Next, we're going to go to props and we're going to type in the search box sandbag wall. We're going to choose a sandbag wall long and we're going to place that right about here, and I'm going to make it face this direction, and then we're going to have two of them, and we're going to copy those and we're going to place them on the outskirts, and we're going to put them right here as well, and then we're going to place them here, and that's good. Next, we're going to go to the search box again and we're going to type in the word ammo, and that's going to bring up a list of ammo boxes. So we're going to go down to launchers NATO, and we're going to place a NATO launcher ammo box right here, and that's it for that. Next, we're going to go to Blue 4 units and we're going to place down a static AT Titan launcher, and we're going to place that right here, face it that direction, and that's fine. Next, we're going to go to the map and we're going to go to this location, and we're going to go to artillery. We're going to place down an M4 Scorcher and we're going to face him this direction, and then we're going to choose helicopters and we're going to choose an AH-99 Blackfoot. I'm going to place him right about there. That's fine. And then we're going to go to systems and then down to where it says supports. We're going to choose the support provider artillery, and we're going to place that right here. And we're going to right click it and connect it to, sync it to the M4 Scorcher. And for the helicopter, we're going to choose the support provider CAS helicopter attack. And we're going to place that right here, right click it, sync it to the helicopter. Next, we're going to go to the map and we're going to go back to the player and we're going to put down a support requester and place that right there. We're going to right click that and sync it to the player. Next, we're going to right click it again and then sync it to the artillery support provider. And then we're going to right click the one for the helicopter and sync it to the support requester, and that's it for the syncing. Next, we're going to edit the support requester. We're going to have the artillery limit to 5, and then we're going to have the CAS helicopter attack limit to 2. And we'll hit OK, and that sets up our supports. We're going to place down some enemy, and the enemy is going to be way out here. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out and we're going to go back to this road right here, and you can kind of see where the player is over there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to set up some enemies here, and the enemy we're going to fight against is the AAF, or the independent side. So for them to be enemy of Blue 4, we have to go to attributes and then general, and it says independence allegiance to Blue 4 is, well, they're friendly to each other and we want to make them fight. So that's set. So we're going to put down a group, and this group is going to be a mechanized rifle squad. So I'm going to place this guy right here and make him face this direction. We're going to set up 5 objectives. Basically 5 enemies are going to attack, and this is going to be the first one. So this AFE, we're going to name it, and we're going to name it AFV. And it's OK. Next, we're going to go to FIA and then cars, and then we're going to place down an off-road HMG. I'm going to place that right about here. I'm going to make him face this direction, and we're going to edit his appearance. What I want to do is have it so it has the shield, and that's good. We're going to edit the truck, and we're going to give him a name of truck. And that's it for that. Our third enemy is going to be cars, Strider HMG. So we're going to place him here, and we're going to edit him and name him. We're going to name him STRID, Strid. Okay, and that's it for him for now. Spread them out just a little bit. Next, we're going to place down an MBT 52, and that's going to be a tank. So we want the MB52 Kuma. I'm going to place the tank right about here. I'm going to face him this direction. And let's spread these guys out just a little bit. Just like that, so they don't get into each other's way. Alright, so this is going to be the tank, and then we're going to edit the tank. We're going to give it a variable name of tank. Alright, and then for our final enemy, we're going to go to groups again, and we're going to choose the AAF, and then the mechanized infantry, and we're going to choose a mechanized rifle squad again, and we're going to place that right about here. And then we're going to face this guy this way, and then we're going to edit the Gorgon, and we're going to give him a variable name of Gorg. G-O-R-G. Hit OK. Alright, that sets up our enemy. Next, we're going to give these guys some waypoints. And what better way to give them waypoints is through the 2D map. So we're going to click on the AFV, and we're going to give him a waypoint, a few waypoints. So he's going to go from there to here, and then he's going to go to here, and then we're going to set him to search and destroy. His first waypoint is going to be set to be limited. I forgot about that. Alright, the next guy is, we're going to set his waypoint to here, and we're going to set it to limited. And then I have him come here, and then here, and then here, and then his final waypoint is going to be search and destroy. Then our next guy is going to be this guy. We give him a waypoint and set him to limited, and then I'm going to set him here, here, and here. The last waypoint is going to be search and destroy. And then next is the tank. So we'll click on the tank, give him a waypoint. His movement is going to be limited, and then he's going to go to here, and then here, and then here, and then he is also going to search and destroy. And for our last enemy, set him to limited, and then he's going to go to here, then here, and then here, and that's going to be search and destroy. Alright, that sets up our enemy. Next, we're going to go to systems and then to Intel, and we're going to create a task for each one of these units. So we're going to set down a create task state and then a set task state. And then we're going to set down a trigger with no size. And then we're going to sync the set task state to the create task, and then sync the trigger to the set task state. So the set task state is going to be succeeded, and then the create task is going to be set to blue 4, and we're going to give it a title. The title is going to be destroy the AFV, and then we're going to set this to destroy, and that's it for that. Next, we're going to go to the trigger, and in the triggers box, we're going to put alive, AFV, and semicolon. So basically what this will do is it'll check to see if the AFV is alive, and that's it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use this as a template and copy it, and we're going to go to the next guy, and this guy's name is truck. So in the trigger, I'm going to change this to truck, and that's all we need to do there. This will be succeeded already. And then for the task, destroy the truck, and then destroy is already set. Actually, we don't need the module position. So next we go to our third guy, and this one is the strid. We'll edit the trigger first, name this STRID, strid. Hit OK. The set task state should be succeeded, and this will be destroy the strider. Module position, no, and destroy, and it's set to blue 4. That's it for that. Go to our next guy, and this is the tank, so we're going to edit the trigger, change this to tank, and hit OK. And we're going to go to set task, create task, and everything's all good there. Destroy the tank. And that's it for that guy. And the last objective here, edit the trigger. Actually, this is the Gorg. And we're going to edit GORG. Make sure you spell it right, otherwise the task won't fire. And we'll go to create task, disable that, and destroy the Gorgon. And that's it. Alright, that is our tasks. We're going to add 3 triggers. These triggers are going to be right here. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to edit this first trigger here. Alright, so this trigger, in the condition box, we're going to put the following code. Left bracket, not space, alive, space, AFV, and 2 circular brackets, and then the 2 and signs, and then space. We'll copy this, press Ctrl C, and then press Ctrl V. So the next one is going to be the truck. We don't need that at the end. And then in the on activation box, we're going to put left square bracket, space, right square bracket. And then we're going to put call, space, BIS, underscore, FNC, underscore, end, mission, and then a semicolon. So basically what this trigger will do is it will check to see if all of these guys are alive, and if they're not, then it will end the mission complete. And that's it for that trigger. Let's save our mission right now. So we're going to hit save and put this on Livonia, and we're going to name this invasion underscore timer. Alright, so that's our mission. So you can see at the top right, invasion timer. We're going to go to the scenario at the top, and then down to where it says open scenario folder. I added 2 scripts for air support, so that's something else we got to set up in the mission yet. Here is a notepad document that I wrote up called Invasion Timer, and I will link this in the description of the video so you guys can download it and use these codes that are in here. So this is the invasion timer. I'm not going to read what it does. I'll just explain it as I set it up in the mission itself. Requires 2 triggers, and there's going to be code in both of those triggers. So trigger number 1, in the condition box, you're going to put this. Then in the on activation box of the same trigger, you're going to put this code. Then in trigger 2, you're going to put this code in the condition box, and then that's it. After you did that, then what you need to do is you need to sync trigger number 2 to all the waypoints of the enemy that you're planning to have come, and I'll show you that. I'm going to copy these codes. I'm going to set up the triggers a second back in the mission. So I added the codes to these two triggers. So this first trigger, trigger 1, as I said, in the condition box you put the time and then 1. Then in the on activation box you put this code. Alright, before we take a look at the other trigger, I want to show you this part. This is important. So right here in the brackets it says 180. 180 is 180 seconds. I said that real low. It's basically 3 minutes. Obviously you want to go higher. It really depends on your mission design. So just for today's demonstration, it's going to be 180 seconds or 3 minutes. So basically this is going to show at the start of the mission. When you scroll down here, it'll give you a hint. It'll say this. This is the hint. The enemy is coming in 3 minutes. So basically whatever you set the time as, so for us it's 3 minutes, I set it here as 3 minutes. So the first hint you're going to get is the total amount of time, so 3 minutes, and you scroll down even more, and then after so much time, the final time it comes to, so right here is 60 seconds, and what that's going to do, that's going to be the second part of the timer, and a hint will pop up for that. It'll say hint, the enemy is coming in 1 minute. After you see that, then it goes down again, and then another hint will pop up, and this final hint will be the enemy is coming now. So once you see that, the enemy is going to come. How are they going to come? I'll explain in a second. Now for the second trigger, edit that, and all you need is this code in the condition box of the second trigger. Now that's not it. What you need to do now is you need to, let's bring this closer. What you need to do now is set waypoint activation of all the waypoints for all the enemies to this trigger. So you're going to right click this trigger, you're going to go to connect, and then you're going to set waypoint activation. So we're going to go to this first guy and sync it to his first waypoint, which is the move. You could also just go from their waypoints and go to the trigger if you want. That's another way to do it, like this. That way you don't have to scroll back and forth with the mouse. So basically you just gotta connect each of the waypoints just like this to the trigger. Alright, and that's all of them. I'm just gonna put that right about there. Alright, so we got five triggers that are synced. So now what's gonna happen is this code is going to count down. When it gets to the third hint where it says the enemy is coming, then this trigger is going to go off and release the waypoints. So these guys are going to take off, basically just follow their waypoints and go wherever you set them to go, and that's how that works. Alright, let's save that, and next we're going to go to the player, and I got to add something to the player. Alright, here's a code I got to add to the player. You don't have to do this. And then we're going to scroll out, and we're going to go to the airfield, and we're going to place down a marker, and we're going to put a start marker, and I'm going to put it right here and face it this direction. Then we're going to edit it and give it a variable name of plain start underscore spawn. This is for the script that I put into the mission folder. This will basically allow me to call in air support, and what's going to come is an A10 to help us out. Alright, we're back at the player. Everything is set up, and that's basically our mission. So now let's save that. Alright, let's play it. Alright, so when the mission starts, you're going to see at the top right a hint. The enemy is coming in 3 minutes. So remember, we set it for 3 minutes, which is 180 seconds. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves set up a little bit, and I'm going to lay some mines with our artillery. So we're going to place some mines here. Hopefully that does something to them. Go right about there. And you can see where that's going to go. And then the next one we're going to put on the road over here. Gotta wait till he shoots. There we go. The enemy is coming in 1 minute. See the hint at the top right? Alright, that one's set. And then the last one we're going to put in front of the player. Just in case they make their way up here somehow. AT mine cluster. And that's it. And then we're going to have mines in front of us. That's the last shot. The enemy is coming now. Alright, so let's hit escape. Let's go to spectator and take a look. Alright, these guys are moving. So these guys are moving, and what we're going to do is we're going to call in the helicopter support, and we're going to call in air support for the A-10 at the same time. Alright, your air support is inbound. Okay, we are ready. Let's get into our launcher here. Here comes our helicopter. Don't see any movement yet. I see something. Yeah, they're moving over there. I don't really have a target yet. There he is. There's our A-10. Destroyed the tank. Nice. Let's get rid of this guy right here. Yeah! Alright, you can see the task right here. Destroy the FV, destroy the Gorgon. I got this guy right here. I think I hit him. I don't know where the other guy is. Yeah, I didn't get far enough to hit any mines. This should get one. Yeah. Now we need to know where the other guy is. Got one left. Let's go to spectator, take a look. have to go over there. So I'm going to stop recording for the moment and work my way over there. Alright, I'm almost there. I called in for helicopter support again because of all the infantry. And there it is. Yeah! We did it! We did it! Alright. Alright guys, hope you liked that. Just remember, all you need is these two triggers. You just need to put the condition, the time in the condition, and then don't forget you got this code. And you could set these times to whatever you want. And just remember the second trigger, you're gonna have to sync set waypoint activation to the first waypoint or whatever you're gonna do in your mission. Alright guys, for more codes and scripts, take a look at this playlist.